Let's play Titbits.
I've got a dirty old grandpa story. But it's not actually, he's not dirty. He's just conniving.
Oh.
Because the story comes from this old guy who is a grandpa. He was a grandpa, so not dirty. I'm sure he was very clean. Beside the point. But what he did was, in the month of December, he sort of played this manipulative game with his family, and they didn't know that they were playing the game, essentially. What he did was, whenever someone visited him, for every hour they would spend with him in his house, he had a jar upstairs with their name on it, and he would put $100 in there for every hour. And at the end of the month, end of December, he gave the person who had spent the most time with him their jar of money. Oh. Which in this case was his granddaughter, which was $3,500.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Not dirty at all.
And then he told them about it and said, well, there you go. There you go, Christina. You've spent the most time with me. You can have the money.
Yeah.
And no one else got the money. Anyway, she goes off, tells her parents, her mum's upset, going, what the hell's going on? It's like
Christina's like that.
Yeah.
Cat, no money.
Yeah, she was like, maybe I shouldn't have accepted the money. So there was this whole little what do you do in this situation kind of thing.
Accept the money and go shopping.
It was tearing the family apart. But the parents were a bit upset, like, hang on, I spend plenty of time. What number was I in the ranking? Number 4, apparently, the mum was. Not enough time spent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this a good or a bad thing to do?
So it's interesting because this actually happened in my family. My grandfather gave some money to my cousin for a car, and I didn't get no money for a car. And I was like, well, nothing.
Did you get money for something else?
No.
Oh, money becomes such a thing.
But it was such a long time ago that it was so long from when I first had my car to
right.
when this incident happened.
Okay.
It was an incident in my mind. It was a lovely gesture in my grandfather's.
This incident called Christmas. Yeah.
But I was royally ticked off. And, I was like, what about me? And then my other family members are all going, and me.
Yeah. It isn't fair. Give me some money and I'll catch a cab because I don't have a car.
Yeah, I need a car. You've got a car. Okay, all right. So I get it. There is a bit of, but she spent time with her grandfather.
Yeah. But I think the other thing is they were saying that they had all spent lots of time with the grandfather, but maybe just some more than others based on, who knows, circumstance.
I love it. Too much time on his hands.
Yeah.
He sat there thinking about ideas of how to spin some shit in the family.
Yeah, create drama.
Uh-huh.
Which it essentially
He's
did.
a bit bored, so then he's gone, right, okay, little Christina, here you go, $3,500, sweetheart. You go and spend that.
I know.
The others are broke.
But I think it's a precursor to the will. It's almost like seeing in real
Christina's
life.
getting everything.
Yeah, whilst you're still alive, who is going to come and, look after me when I'm really, really, really old? And then when I die, they're going to reap the rewards.
I love it because now everyone's going to put all this time in and they're going to be like literally looking like trash bag scarecrows when they leave.
Yeah.
Because they are so worn out from spending like 5 or 6 hours with grandpa. Next thing you know, when he's kicked the bucket, he's given it to a bloody cat home. And everyone's like,
you suck, I want that time back.
You motherfucker.
That we played drafts for 5 hours, Granddad.
And I played chess and I played Scrabble and I made you 16,000 cups of fucking tea.
Stirred 3 times with 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. Do you know, there was where I used to live up in the hills near Blackwood, there was this big mansion house, just random, big mansion house. They used to drive past on the way to school every day. Yeah. And I used to see it and I used to fantasize about like who lived there because it looked like a little bit scrambly and like the garden was overgrown. There must be an old person living there who's got no family to help them out.
So you want to be...
And I thought, what if I knocked on their door as a student one day and I imagined reading to this, say, old lady every day. I'd come and see her, little Marnie.
Tamara, Marnie, best friend.
Hello, dear, come on in. And I'm the only one that spends time with her. And then she dies and then I inherit the mansion.
Yeah. And then what happened?
I probably killed her. Poisoned her tea.
Rich.
I'm rich.
Suddenly rich.
Yes, suddenly rich. But I did have that fantasy.
That's funny.
But I never followed through.
No.
Should have.
You realised you were there and, got beeped at for staying at a red light too long.
With my tongue hanging out my mouth going, oh, Marnie.
It has happened before where, there's actually one of Dan's friends, the old neighbour, didn't have any family members and that was his family and they leave their inheritance. So we need to be friends with really old people.
I think so.
Right now.
I think we need to hit the old folks' homes.
On it now.
We can go and entertain them.
Happy to do that.
Why don't we do that?
Let's cut this podcast off now and go and find an old folks home.
I love it. Yeah, Rhonda and Raylene.
Some money.
Yeah, for the win.